and welcome to Meowy Hour. This show is brought to you each and every week by the Cat Fancier Association. I'm your host, Arden Moore, and of course I have got a couple of feline co-hosts, Casey and Rusty, that will only come if I bribe them. They'll be in and out on the show, and this show would not be possible without my co-pilots. Let's give it up for all breed cat judge for the CFA, Kathy Black. Woo! And all breed CFA judge and editor of Cat Talk, Teresa Keiger. Woo! And finally, we got to give a big salute. I got to grab them out of here. The kitties are coming running. For our sponsor in Clover. They make dog and cat supplements. And these are very, very yummy. And Casey and Rusty will attest to that. They have to be test tasters. It's a hard job. Somebody's got to do that. We're going to have a lot of fun on the show today because it is Cinco de Mayo and Sunday is Mother's Day. Rockin' cat moms. And we are doubly blessed today because our special guests come from the Humane Alliance. I'm going to butcher this, the Humane Rescue Alliance. And we want to, and they're doing a whole bunch of events, and it's called Meow DC. I love that. Please give a great Meowy Hour welcome to Laura Sracic and Emily Miller.
Hello.
You guys gonna still stay, or are you scared now? You scared?
No.
I'm
scared.
We're in it. We're in it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and they may have some kitties that might pop in. We've got a dog in the house. Give it up for Destiny. And we got a great blue Russian. Let's give it up for Phoebe.
She'll be here soon enough.
And one of my red gingers is here in the house. Let's give it up for Pet Safety Cat Casey, rocking the Cinco de Mayo. And speaking of that, Casey has a joke for you for Cinco de Mayo. What is it again? Okay. All right. Casey says, what do cats say after celebrating Cinco de Mayo?
Mm-hmm.
Taco about a good time. Hey, that's not me, it's him. And on this day, there was actually a Mexican magician, and he said he could disappear on the count of 3. So he said, uno, dos, and then he disappeared without a tress. That is really, really bad. Check out these sombrero wearing gatos. What do you guys think of this one?
Love it.
Give
Very
me your thoughts on
fashionable.
this one.
Darling.
I wonder what he's saying. Is he pushing away the taco bowl? What's he doing with those feet, ladies?
I think
No, he's
little face
raising his hand for
someone say
more.
Taco Tuesday?
Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday. Show us the next one, if you would, Kathy.
Sure.
These are silly. You guys are lucky you're on a fun holiday today. This is cool.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so she's going to bring up the next one. I just found these. Give us your thoughts. All right, I'm going to go first with the cat all breed judges. Teresa, what's your thoughts?
That is one enchilada of a stinks.
What do you think, Kathy? First reaction?
Well, at first I thought he was wearing a bow tie, but I think that's just a hat, the tie to the hat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, our little wrinkles, you know, our Sphinx are always got that wrinkly skin, and I can't come up with anything.
I think he's saying
It's just
Chihuahuas
wrinkles.
move over. The Sphinx is in the house.
Oh yeah.
Unless, what do you guys think? You guys got any captions for this?
I think maybe he's had one taco too many already.
All right, here comes, we got one more. Don't worry. Uno, dos, tres. Here we go.
Okay. This one's cute.
All right, get your thoughts on this. Okay.
This is a working cat. It's got his working boots on.
Yeah. Lauren, what do you think? What was your first, how would you caption that?
I think this one's here to party.
I know we had Cowboy Cat Wrangler on, but he didn't transform into a cat, did he? What do you think, Emily? What's your thoughts? And Teresa, jump in, anybody?
I think somebody needs to hone up their Photoshop skills. That's what I think. I look at those boots and you're like, well, no, you can do better than that.
No, he didn't do that. Anything you want to share, Emily?
I think they've got this one covered.
I think these boots are made for prowling, and that's just what they'll do. All right, a lot of things happen on Cinco de Mayo, but what did not happen on Cinco de Mayo? That was Casey taking a trip, and I have a couple of models here too. What do you think? These are my drinks I got before COVID when I was in the Mayan Riviera. So they're coffee with a punch, but they have little sombreros. What do you guys think?
I love them.
That's it for my special effects. Okay. Anyway, this is not Mexican Independence Day. That's September 16th. This is the day that the Mexican army defeated France in 1862 at a battle called Pueblo. And so I don't know why we got into a party mood for one battle, but I'm ready to party. What do you guys say?
Absolutely.
Any excuse for margaritas? What you talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
you don't need too many excuses. Right.
Yeah, and this is a day that we do not count carbs. I think it's a carb-free day, calorie-free day. But I did a little looking around, and do you know today, 87 million pounds of avocados are going to be probably made into guac.
Yeah.
Just today.
I believe that.
And we eat 4.5 billion tacos a year in the United States alone.
Just me. That's just me.
My house is $1 billion at least.
No shame.
What's your favorite taco? What do you like?
Oh, I'm very simple. I don't like a lot of condiments, just chicken or steak, taco, cheese, lettuce, guacamole for sure.
All right. Sounds good. How about you, Lauren? What's your taco favorite?
I would say I'd probably explore a little more like chicken tinga,
Ooh, what's chicken tinga? Is that spicy?
I think it's just the seasoning name.
Oh, okay.
And then always chips and queso. So.
Oh yeah, I love queso. How about you, Kathy? What's your favorite taco?
Well, no tomatoes. No, don't put.
She starts out with no.
No tomatoes. I don't care if it's ground beef or chicken or steak or whatever, but lots of cheese. Just a little lettuce, but lots of cheese, and and a good crispy shell.
Okay, how about you, Teresa?
I'm on the other end of the spectrum. I'm a soft shell kind of girl. And I love a good fish taco or a chicken taco with like avocado and everything else on it.
I am with you because I lived in Southern California for most of my working adult life, and my taco preference is the fish taco, Baja style. So I love that. I'm trying to get my kitty. And we got Bob here, right? Is this, or no, Pete. Hi, Pete. We're starting, we're on Meowy Hour. You're live. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you.
Casey, Rusty
Sorry,
says,
it took me a couple minutes to log in.
don't worry, we're on the show now, so we appreciate that. So it is Cinco de Mayo, but with the exception of Pete, but he's got his wife Beth coming, I hope, right? Is Beth showing up?
Yes, Beth will be here in a second.
Okay.
We just got back from the beach and just finished our showers.
Well, I'm glad because this is not smell-o-vision, but we appreciate hygiene. Hey guys, later in the show, Pete and Beth Deal are going to talk about the Ocicats, which is kind of cool. But right now, Sunday's a big day too. What is Sunday, ladies?
Mother's Day.
And Cat Mother's Day, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I think we need, how do you plan to celebrate with your fine feline on Mother's Day? Please don't let them drink any of your mimosas. I'm saying that as a pet first aid instructor. No avocado, not good for kitties, pancreatitis. So beyond that, what are some things you would like to do with your cat or cats on Mother's Day, Cat Mom's Day? And dude, you could be a cat mom too, Pete, so jump in too. So,
Mine are going to be happy to have a quiet house. My house has not been quiet for 2 weeks. All the construction should be done this week, and they will be happy to have Mom on the couch for some alone time. That's what they'll
that's
like.
nice. That's sweet. How about you, Teresa?
Well, I think I'm gonna let the little hellions, I mean, the litter kittens out, because they're 4 months old now, and they are little hellions out to run the house so Tia Marie can have a little bit of peace and quiet, because she's just so over it now.
That's sweet. How about you, Emily? What's the plan for, and tell us about your kitties.
Yeah, so I have a house of 4 cats. I am a definite cat mom. It's just me and the cats. So I am expecting breakfast in bed. I would like them to
You
cuddle.
don't have opposable thumbs. Good luck.
I want
That's what I was gonna say.
all day. I get to pick the TV show, and they can just sit by my side all day. That's what I'm requesting.
All right, that sounds fair. How about you, Lauren?
Don't wish for breakfast in bed. They might bring you some dead animal. You know.
There's a dead bird for Mother's Day. How about you, Lauren? Any plans?
Actually, this will be my first Mother's Day as an actual mom, so that's kind of cool.
Too late.
So, but I am probably just gonna hang out with the family, and I thought about going off and doing my own thing and having some alone time, and then I was like, I should probably hang out with them. So.
No. All right. Well, I have cats and dogs in my house, and so it's supposed to be a nice day before the hot hits in Dallas. So I'm going to take our dogs on a long walk. We've got these great places called White Rock Lake. It's in Dallas. It's like Central Park, only in Dallas. And the kitties, when we come back, they don't know. I've already bought them a bunch of good toys filled with organic catnip, and we're going to have a little session. We're gonna have fun. Doggies will be outside playing with their new toys. I don't know why Cat Mom's Day. I'm celebrating with all pets. But yeah, I'm gonna get them in some playing times, and I'm gonna brush them all, except for the community cat outside Baxter, which he lets me pick them up and everything, but I don't think I can put a brush on him. So we agree to disagree. I won't give him the brush off. How's that? Rusty, whatever's back there, my guy he's trying to grab something. He goes, I'm up to mischief. Can you tell? I'm a mischievous guy. All right. There's also a big birthday today. This is Teresa, take over.
Oh, so you've seen Phoebe wander through here. Her grandmother was born today, and in honor of that, I'm sitting there. Literally, I usually use celestial-based names, and here I am on Cinco de Mayo delivering this afternoon, delivering babies, and the first one comes out, and I'm like, oh, it's Tia Maria. And
Tia Maria, nice.
She's
wow.
And then she had 2 brothers that I named Juan and Jose. I never give kittens names ever, but they look like a Juan and Jose. Cool. And the cool thing was, their new owners, when they got 2 boys, each couple got the boy, they kept the names.
Sweet. That's cool.
Definitely a Juan and Jose.
Well, I'm not good on names. My calico I rescued was called Callie, so kind of bad. But anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little CFA minute with Kathy Black. We're going to jump in more with Lauren and Emily and talk about what's going on at the Humana Rescue Alliance and Meow DC. And then we have Pete and Beth Deal are going to talk about the Ocicats. Then I'm going to make you a very nice kitty cocktail. It has no tequila in it. Sorry, amigos.
I'm very excited about this.
But it's in honor of Cat Mom's Day. So I created a drink that you guys will all get to have, and you will see the recipe. It's already posted on the Facebook on CFA and my Arden Moore one, but we'll show it again. And so that's kind of what we have in store for you guys. So you did okay with my bad Cinco de Mayo jokes?
Yeah, I thought that
not so bad. Well, there's probably more coming. All right, Kathy, talk to us a little bit about today being International Ragdoll Day.
Well, I didn't know about International Ragdoll Day, but there's been several people posting on Facebook that this is International Ragdoll Day. So we're just going to recognize the ragdoll. We've had this as one of our feature breeds in the past. So congratulations to all of those that own a ragdoll. I think we should have an international day for every one of our breeds, don't you?
Yeah, and I think there should be an International Mutt Cat Day
Well,
too.
sure, we can make a CCW day, an International CCW day. But
Well, you know,
anyway,
that would bring us up to 46 breeds. Breeds
Yeah.
and non-breeds, we could do like one a week.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
think we should always party with cats.
Always.
They're
Exactly.
very candid, you know, they don't pretend if you told a bad joke or not. They would just, you know, and if they get embarrassed, they just start grooming. So, you know, they have some good traits. All right, we have some trivia and we have some prizes. So last week, the question was, comedian and actor and sometime host of the Golden Globes, you guys know him, Ricky Gervais. He loves cats. He really, really loves cats. He adopted a cat last year, and that cat has thousands of followers now on social media. So I asked you to name his cat, and the winner is going to get the 4 packs. Will show Kathy will show it, of our sponsors in Clover cat supplements. So the cat's name, Pickle. Did you guys know that? So if you guys go and just do a search about Ricky Gervais and Pickle the cat, I think Pickle the cat's probably gonna outshine him in followers. That's okay, he's cool about that.
We had a lot of people get the answer right.
Oh,
And
good.
So our followers are pretty smart. They're smart people. And Minoka Lakin was the winner of the 4 in Clover wellness treats, the Flow Sleek, Smile and Spry. So congratulations to Minoka.
And you know, guys, I love these because In Clover's been around a while, and the founder is Rebecca Rose. She is a biochemist. I do a lot of, I do the nutrition column for Catster and Dogster. And so I always have to talk to brainiacs, you know, nutritionists, holistic vets, you name it. And Rebecca has a lot of good things inside those cat treats. And they are made in the United States, and they are veterinarian approved. So, and my cats are like, nom, 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 we love them too. They taste okay too. So I like that. We thank you for sponsoring our show again. So let's put our brain noodles up. I got a trivia question for you. What's up for grabs is, again, the 4-pack of In Clover and one of the 500,000 books I've written on cats. Just teasing. I'm giving away an autographed copy of my book, Happy Cat, Happy You, and it's filled with lots of cool things about cats. And I had a ball writing this. So here comes the question. Now, for all of our special guests, and I see we now have Beth in the house. Hi, Beth.
Hey,
We're going to ask the question. You guys cannot answer the question. If you know it, play poker face, because we're not going to reveal the answer until next week. Okay, got everybody Scout's honor? Okay, here we go. People all over the world are celebrating today Cinco de Mayo. And there's all the traditional things, the music, the margaritas, you know, the queso. But there is a Caribbean country that celebrates today in an atypical manner. They celebrate Cinco de Mayo by holding their annual air guitar competition. Did you know that? That's a good question. What do you think, Teresa?
I did not know that.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 4 countries. You guys got to go talk to Dr. Google and find out where the hell Arden found this. Heck, sorry. And so which Caribbean country celebrates Cinco de Mayo by holding an annual air guitar competition? Is it A, Aruba? Is it B, Barbados? Is it C, Cayman Islands, or is it D, Jamaica? So A, Aruba, B, Barbados, C, Cayman Islands, D, Jamaica.
I think I'm going to have to go investigate all of these personally. And I'll
Yeah.
get,
Yeah, I think we have to do a Meowy Hour from there.
yeah,
I
exactly.
want to know the connection
And we'll have to get our
between
great guests that happen.
and
Yeah.
air guitar. I'm not connecting that dot.
We'll do
Must
a
be
road
too much
trip.
tequila. That's all I know. To kill you. But anyway, so yes, when I win the lotto, every guest that's on the show today, we will go to all 4 Caribbean islands if I win and net more than 6 million. I got to make clarifications here.
Sounds great. I'm there.
All right, so Pete and Beth, you don't know this, but we might be going to some islands.
Cool.
So I better buy a lotto ticket, right? I guess that's probably the start of it,
That's
right?
the first part.
Yeah,
¿Sabes que hablo español?
Un poco, I'll say yo aprendo español despacio, por favor, which is please talk slowly. Now, does anybody speak Spanish well here?
Yo.
Okay. But everybody that I go and try to talk Spanish with, they laugh at me because I sound Italian. But
We're
I know
actually on an island.
What's that?
We're actually on an island right now.
Yeah, you are?
Yeah,
Where?
both banks off of Morehead City
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
Emerald Isle, North Carolina.
Nice. Well, that's a pretty part of the country there, Pete. So yeah, so I'm trying to learn Spanish. So during COVID, I've been doing Duolingo every day. And so I will embarrass myself in a new language. That is my quest. All right. But we've got 2 people here today that are doing everything to make this planet a better place for fine felines. And I'm talking about, we got Emily Miller, who is the Director of Special Events, and we have Lauren Sracic, who is Special Events Manager. I'm kind of confused by the titles, but they work really well together. And they are at the Humane Rescue Alliance. And I remember when I wrote you guys and I said, would you guys like to be a guest humbly on our Meowy Hour show? Boom, came the yes. And I really do appreciate that. So let's start first with you, Emily. Tell people a little bit about the Humane Rescue Alliance. Where is it? You know, and we do have the website link up so everybody can dash over there.
Cool. Yeah. So the Humane Rescue Alliance is located in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. We are the only open access shelter in D.C. So we say yes to every animal that comes through our doors. And obviously our big, push is for adoption of all animals, cats, dogs, bunnies, reptiles, you name it. But we are here in the nation's capital trying to do all we can to save as many animals as we can.
And Lauren, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I would say, I didn't, like whenever you think about adoptions, you're thinking like dogs and cats, but really like we've had guppies before. We have turtles, tarantulas, rabbits, guinea pigs, just all kinds of stuff. So it's really cool because, if you're looking for an animal or a pet, we really have more than just cats and dogs, which I think is great.
Well, I was doing a little math. I used to be a sports writer, and you guys got formed way back in around 1870. Is that right?
That is correct.
The president at the time was Ulysses S. Grant. How's that for trivia? Is that good?
That's awesome.
I have no clue if he had any dogs or cats, but he was our president at the time. But but you do a lot, and there's a lot of different programs, but we really want to talk because you're devoting the entire month of May for what's called Meow DC. This time I'll have Lauren step up. Tell us what the heck Meow DC is, because I started printing out. Look at this, guys. This is what these guys are doing every day for cats just in the month of May. Brava, brava. Tell us about Meow DC, because this isn't the first time and you have special challenges. Thank you, COVID.
Yeah. Well, so I'm actually going to give it to Emily because this is a brainchild of hers. And then I'll take it back for what we're doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
take it away, Emily. I
Yeah,
like your one-dimensional cat back there.
until mines come to visit, I have.
All right.
But yeah, so a couple years ago, this was something cat events were something you were seeing pop up in lots of the major cities.
Okay.
And it was something that I knew I wanted to bring to DC, but make it an event that was beneficial to the organization. So most of these events that pop up in other cities, there's a third-party organization that hosts it, and then they give a portion of the proceeds to a charity. But we wanted to be the actual charity, and so 100% would go to support the animals.
Good.
So Meow DC was born, and basically it's just an opportunity for anyone that loves cats to come and celebrate that love. So we provide a bunch of programming, educational, fun, activities.
Well, wait, I think you call it cat-tivities.
Cat-tivities.
That sounds like a good one.
Meanwhile, my cat in the background just knocked down a whole stack of things. But yeah, so the first year out in 2019, it was a real live in-person event. And that was the goal, to have a one-day festival of sorts. And then 2020 happened.
Yeah.
So we switched, and it became a month-long celebration of cats virtually. So
Well, I like that, because you could have just said, "Oh, bummer."
yeah,
And you're like, "No, we're gonna make some cat litter into really good organic catnip, and we're gonna make it a better
and why
celebration."
have it just one day when you can have it 30 days?
I know, how many lives do cats have anyway? They're like, really? One day? One day?
Yeah. So this year we decided to do it virtual again, and Lauren stepped up and packed our schedule with a million things that she can tell you about.
Well, you want to do some of the highlights, because guys, today they're on our show. We made the docket.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. I'm kind of intrigued by your happy hour you have May 7th. I wish I could be there.
We have an incredible local partner in 3 Stars Brewery. They are just right down the road from the Humana Rescue Alliance. And so, we venture over there as staff, a couple times.
Doing some research.
Yeah. And then they actually happened upon, or a cat happened upon them. And they have, now it's their working brew cat. He's part of the team.
Oh man, don't tell Casey and Rusty that. You just call them a brew cat. They're like first aid cats. Like, really? Why can't we be a brew cat?
Yeah, he has a beer named after him. He's got
Oh my gosh.
now. Oh, he's their spokes cat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is our happy hour this Friday is with them.
All right. I have to interject because we have live kitties on the
Yes.
show. We've got Beth with one of her Ocicats, right? Do you have? Yeah. And who is that, Beth?
This
I can
is
say-
Piper.
Hi,
and
Piper.
Piper is a young cinnamon silver girl.
Beautiful. And then we've got Emily with the cat that's like, I want to be a brew cat. Who's this?
This is Buckeye.
Buckeye.
He was adopted from the Humane Rescue Alliance, so he's the boy of the house.
He's beautiful. How old is Buckeye?
Buckeye is just about 1.5 years old now.
Really? And
He's a
he's
baby
very,
still.
how much does he weigh? Show us his girth.
Quite large.
You're filling the screen. Okay. Did he find the tacos?
Oh, he decided he wanted to go now.
Did he find the tacos today?
He's had quite a few tacos in his time.
All right, so I love this one. I'm just kind of going through. This is very imaginative, guys. Meow DC also has yoga with your cat.
Yeah,
Lauren?
that really is a lot more popular than you might think. We have an incredible instructor that has cats of her own, and she comes on and instructs, you in like an hour-long yoga course virtually, and everybody's
Nice.
mingling around. It's awesome. It's cool.
Well, talk about the energy of a cat. I mean, really, I know they have downward facing dog. I have a terrier mix. Cona's not going to hold that downward paws and do purposeful breaths for a while. But I think a cat would be an ideal yoga partner.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
they're
they
cute.
naturally go in those poses, like those stretches, and
There is a couple of cat. Is there a couple? There is a couple of cat. Any yoga people out there, chime in.
Yeah,
Are there some
Teresa.
yoga? Yeah, Teresa,
Yeah,
any
yeah.
yoga?
Yeah, I have to go to the studio to practice because when I try to practice at home, I always, I try to go back into Shavasana and I end up with the cat, here. I stretch, I end up with the cat right where I'm trying to go down into Chaturanga. So I think it's a great idea, but I have helpers.
Yeah. Well, my cat Rusty's starting to learn to walk on my back now. He's climbing up, and I'm not a tall person. And so it's interesting because I could see me trying to do yoga and he'd probably think I'm doing a bending down to get him to get on my back. So we'll do it. But I like that very much. This is kind of important. You do have, you're working a lot with the St. Hubert's Animal Welfare Center with a bunch of things to help cats be able to get into homes forever, right?
Yeah. So St. Hubert's is an organization as part of the Humana Rescue Alliance, and they have an incredible program that's their kitten NICU.
What is it called?
NICU. So it's like the NICU center for the baby kittens, the neonatal kittens that come in.
Wow.
And they are operating 365, 24/7 in that NICU, saving the lives of neonatal kittens orphaned or, their moms have died, just whatever kind of situation. So being bottle fed hourly and all that kind of stuff. It's a great.
Wow.
That is amazing. You also have, I like this, you've got a gal, your behavior manager, Lisa Stemkowski, is that right?
That's correct. Yep.
She is clicker training your cat. Anybody?
Yes. That's a new class that she created, and we have a video that's on our website. But yeah, they're clicker training, like high fives and turn. It's really cool. So yeah, we're gonna she's gonna give a preview. We have an alum that's gonna come and do a couple tricks and stuff. So she's gonna give a preview of what that is.
I'm really happy because you have a panel coming, and many of them have been guests on our Meowy Hour and are big fans of the CFA. Trap King, Sterling Davis, Nathan, the cat lady who keeps going Hollywood. I do think he looks like Brad Pitt. You got Cowboy Cat Wrangler, Bob, is it Bob Lynch? Is that correct? And I have yet to meet the Mad Catter, but you do have Sunglass Cat. We've had Sunglass Cat and the Humana on the show. So tell us about this. I love this Men and Cats panel.
Yeah, you're always you see a lot of females in the world of cat world and cat.
Well, we got Pete here. We got Pete.
And so I think it's important for us to show that cats are cool for men too. And it's important to show these gentlemen specifically because a lot of them are working in the community cat world, and they're working very hard to save the lives of these cats that are kind of out on their own in the world, and just bring that education and knowledge to a different demographic as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Cool.
I mean,
he's so cool to listen to, and he makes it look cool and sound cool. And so,
well, I really do believe we're now at the point in 2021 where the term "crazy cat lady" is being pushed to the curb, and it's cool to be a cat mom, or it's cool to be a cat daddy. Don't
absolutely,
you think?
I agree. Yep.
So we're changing things. We got a cool cat daddy in the house right now. We got Pete Deal. Pete, what's it feel like to be a cool cat daddy?
Pretty much, it's a lot of fun. It's never boring around an Ocicat house.
I see that. You have a circus going on right now.
Oh yes. They extremely active. They're always challenging us. So usually a lot of times they actually win. with agility and everything. It's fun to play with them and be a part of them. The only
Yeah,
problem,
Don't you agree that real men love cats?
oh, of course.
Okay,
Of
good
course.
answer. Good answer.
Only
Pete
problem
is
is
really
when the
good
kids
with
try
it.
to nurse on me in the morning.
He does
Well,
agility with his cats. He does
oh,
agility, and
nice.
his Ocicats are amazing at the agility. And he is a good ambassador for the agility. When we used to have spectators and we had the
Yeah.
agility ring set up, he would be there all day long having his cats run the course. And so Pete's really good with the cats, and he's a good ambassador for CFA.
We like that. And speaking of CFA, Lauren or Emily, the other thing I wanted to cover is you guys are going to be doing something the end of May, the 29th, called What is Companion Cat World? And I know that we know Casey and Rusty, but I like your alliance with CFA. Tell us, Emily, you want to jump in on that one?
Yeah, sure. This was something actually brand new for us. I know most people don't think of CFA coordinating with shelters and sort of that partnership, but we want to break down that wall.
Yeah, just like no more crazy cat lady. Now all cats.
We are all for the humane treatment of cats. We all love our cats. That's the bigger picture. But in doing this, we found out about Companion Cat World. I immediately registered, so I have my card too.
Oh, good. Buckeye's a card-carrying member. All right. Hey, Bucky.
But it's really great. It's to showcase those shelter adopted cats, that every cat has a story and deserves to be celebrated. And we know that, you know, there's ways for people with their own cats that have been adopted from shelters to get involved with your organization. So we were happy to partner on this, and we're going to talk a little bit more about it with your staff. And we're excited to kind of open it up to the shelter world.
Well, we do have
Fantastic.
Kathy Black here, and Kathy, we can just jump in on CCW real quick right now. It's a natural thing, but tell people how they can sign up.
Yeah, so we're talking about Companion Cat World, and like she said, that's CFA's way to recognize the non-pedigreed cats. And for a one-time fee of $13, you get your cat registered with our association. You get your card if you upload a picture with your cat's picture on it, or luggage tags or key rings, and your cat goes up in our gallery, so you can find your cat online. It's all at cfa.org/CCW. So everybody check that out, and we really appreciate you guys bringing light to our program. And we give 10% of all registrations to shelters. And so we look forward to spreading the word and letting more people learn that they can be part of our organization also.
Well, Rusty says, I don't have my driver's license, but I do have my CCW card. So thank you very much. All right, we're kind of wrapping up at the end, but I want to make sure that people know what you guys are all about and how can they find out more about Meowy DC. So Lauren, is that the right, are you the right person? Okay.
Yeah, so meowdc.org is where you want to go. And, you know, even though it's May 5th, we still have so much planned for the rest of the month. So we'd love you to go there and see all the events that are planned, and sign up and join us for those.
Yeah.
All right.
And
And
again,
Emily?
I'll just say it's virtual, so
Yeah.
you don't have to be in DC.
Good.
Anybody can participate. We encourage people from other places to participate. We're all about collaboration too. So if you have questions during the sessions, definitely let us know. And Lauren and I look forward to seeing everybody on another session.
And my brother lives outside the Beltway in Chantilly, Virginia, and
Yeah.
he has a cat named Sheffield, another dude that loves cats. He's a big Chicago Cub fan, and that's Sheffield and Waverly are where the Chicago Cubs field is. So I will have to tell Kevin, get involved.
Meowdc.org.
Yep, we got it, meowydc.org. But also, guys, go to the Humane Rescue Alliance.org too. Can you guys stick around, because we may pop in with a question for you too?
I'd love to stick around.
All right, and did I miss something? Was there something I had to make sure I covered? This is your time.
No, I think you got all the good stuff.
I think I left the two cats of yours speechless.
Yes, you did.
Okay, at this time, we did talk about the companion cat world with Kathy, but we are very honored. Kathy and Teresa are all breed CFA cat judges, and every week they educate us and entertain us a little bit about a cat breed. But we're also grateful when we can get folks that really know the breed. And so I'm going to let Kathy make the proper introductions to the two we've been talking to all day with the cats flying around the couch. Take it away, Kathy.
Okay, so we have Beth and Pete Deal with us from, like you said, we're in South Carolina or North Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina right
North
now,
Carolina. Okay,
part of
I
the hurricane country.
yeah, I know you guys like to hang out on the beach every day. I see your pictures on Facebook. So we're going to look at some of their cats in a minute. Let's just briefly talk about the Ocicat breed. And the Ocicat was originally a 1964 result of an Abyssinian to a Siamese. Virginia Deal was trying to make something a little bit different, but she ended up with a spotted cat. And it was advanced to championship in 1987. It comes in 12 colors, all spotted. This is a short-haired cat with a muscular body, yet it's well balanced. The head is a modified wedge, and the ears are at a 45-degree angle. And these spots are large to medium thumbprint-shaped spots in a random pattern. And they kind of look like an ocelot. That's how they got the name Ocicat. The basic colors are tawny, chocolate, and cinnamon. I would say chocolate's the most popular of all the colors. Their dilute counterparts are blue, lavender, and fawn. And then you mix all those colors with silver. That's how you get to the 12 different colors. So here's a chocolate spotted. Here's a chocolate silver. I think that's what this is.
Yes.
Here's
Yes.
a cinnamon. And this is a cinnamon silver, probably. You guys can help me with colors.
That one may be just chocolate with
Okay,
a white background.
okay. And that's one thing that we want to make sure that people understand. When you have the rufusing gene, the expression of the colors can be colder or warmer. Here's a lavender silver. I think this is a fawn silver, maybe.
Let them know about the telltale.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on the colors on the slides. And I thought this was cute, these two guys together. And so these cats, as you can see, they've got very beautiful eyes. Those ears set at a 45-degree angle gives them a very sweet expression. And they're very muscular, very active, very busy. Here's some kittens.
That's a pretty blue.
And this is a blue, which you don't see very often, are the blues. So those are just some pictures I grabbed off the internet. I'd rather look at live cats though. So let's go back to you guys. Tell us who you have with you and what their colors are.
Okay. This guy is a chocolate silver. He's not quite a year old. And we are showing him right now. As I said, he's chocolate silver. And you have to look underneath at the undercoat to really see the silver.
Right, because it'll have a white, the silver will be white underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, and folks, what they're referring to is that at the very base of each hair, it's white. So
Wow.
as the color is
Specific.
yeah.
Wait a minute, what about the base of my hair right now? Oh, that's
Well,
color,
that's,
never mind.
no.
This one is a cinnamon girl. She also is not quite a year old. She's just turned 9 months. So
She's got very nice spots on her.
Hey, Beth, show them Pete started to make mention of that. Tell them about how you determine the ultimate determination of an Ocicat's color.
The ultimate determination is to look at A, the tail tip, and B, the paw pads, because each, let me show you. Each different color has a very distinct color that their paw pads are supposed to be. So like cinnamons are supposed to have, I call it an ungentlemanly pink paw pad.
Wow. What? I don't know if that's a compliment or a cut down.
So because it's actually a light pink. Whereas the chocolates have a lovely rosy pink. Tawny's have black. And I don't have any dilutes, so I'm not really used to. I know that the blues have a slate blue paw pad,
Right.
but I haven't really seen the others.
So the reason why we mention the tail tip is because, like I said, with the rufusing gene, you can have a cold or you can have a warm or any shade in between. So when you're looking at a warm chocolate or a hot chocolate or something like that, you're like, is this a cinnamon or is this a chocolate? The tail tip will tell you the true color of the cat.
And I have a chocolate boy around here if I can
I'll go
find
get
him.
him.
That
I thought your whole house was full of chocolates. I'm surprised to see other colors.
no, actually, in our house right now,
Give me that toy back.
I have 2 chocolate girls, and one of my chocolate girls has had 2 litters so far that have survived. And of her 12 kittens, I have 1 chocolate.
Wow.
Everything else that she has produced has either been cinnamon or cinnamon silver.
Wow.
That's not who I need.
Oh, I was going to get him since he's retired.
This is a chocolate that has some rufusing, but
Who do you want?
Foxy.
Foxy. Okay.
But this was a national winner. He's kind of a retired boy, and he's one of the few chocolates I actually have.
And talk about the spots too.
The spots are large and they're shaped, they look like a thumb, and the pattern should look like a modified classic tabby pattern that's broken up into spots. If you look at him, his pattern's not bad, but it's not great. You can see, if you connect the dots, you can get the classic pattern.
Don't use a marker.
He's right there.
But if you look at folks, if you look at those spots, they really are. They're not round. They're thumbprint shaped, not size, but shaped.
This guy has a really, really nice pattern. You can really see the.
Yes, bullseye circle right there in his tongue.
Yeah.
He's got a lovely pattern on both sides.
You know what I'm seeing right now? I know they're beautiful Ocicats, but what's really beautiful too is how they all are getting along with one another. And for all of us that have multi-cat households, paws up to you, Beth and Pete. You guys, the kitties get along. Look
For the
at
most
them.
part, they do.
This one does not get along as well with everybody else's. I would love for him to.
Right, but look at the other ones. You gotta, they're all over.
Also have a toy with us, so they're paying attention to the toy. Probably one of the neatest things I like about the Ocicats, and especially agility, is getting to learn the behavior, what your cats will react to. Getting to learn the personality of the cat. In the agility ring, you can't just go in there and say, "Hey, cat, run."
Yeah.
You have to find the proper toy that they're interested in. You have to
I
learn
think
how
you
to
found
play-
it.
well, yes.
He's a little bit shy in the show hall. And
Who,
so
your
I would
husband or the
love
cat?
to be able to get him to run agility and see if I could bring him out of his shyness.
Right.
Hey, if I may ask our other guests too, Emily and Lauren, have you ever seen feline agility? And these guys are living proof that some cats love it. Have you guys seen it in action ever?
I have seen it, but it wasn't in a professional way. It was more like a side thing at one of the cat events that I went to. The cat that was in the ring at the time was definitely not interested. So
Maybe they provide comedy and athleticism.
Okay, the boy that I had that has the really pretty pattern, he is when you take him in the ring, he is comic relief. He knows he has 4.5 minutes to run. So he will do the first half of the course, in 5 to 6 seconds. And then he heads over to the middle of the ring and starts, rolls. And are you looking at me? Or are you laughing? Here, is this better?
Oh, he's a camera hound.
And he just hams it up. And then it's almost like he looks and goes, oh, it's 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Here. And he'll trot back over and finish the course just like that. But it
Really?
takes
What a cool
4 minutes.
cat.
He's obnoxious.
And,
Well, I
and,
like him. He can come to my house and party. He's
and
good.
to show how you can interact with them and learn what turns them on, and what
I like that.
what
You're
to
working their
do to get
noodle.
them to yes, basically playing mind games. They had been in a few commercials, and probably the best commercial that they had been in was for the New York Lottery. And it
Wait a
was,
minute. They've been on TV and commercials?
Yeah.
Oh, well, just pull that out at the last minute, Pete. Thanks.
Sorry about that. I'm not advertising the New York Lottery, but
And this is one of those breeds that I recommend when people say, what breeds are good with families and children and other
Yeah.
pets? This is one of the breeds that I often come to, because you can see just how well
Yeah, look at them. They're awesome.
their temperament is. And that's
How did they do on the commercial? Did they win the lotto?
well, actually, we won the lotto because we got paid nicely for it.
Oh, okay.
But it was the New York State Lottery, and it was for their multiply. If you go onto YouTube and do a search for New York State Lottery multiplier commercial, you'll see it. It starts out with a video of the exterior of a garage, and then inside the garage, you see this guy that has a setup like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He's got a really neat multiplier gun, and he's trying to show his wife that he can duplicate baseballs. But one of our cats happens to jump in front of the video or the
I've
thing when he
seen
tries
that.
to zap the baseball, and you wind up all of a sudden having cats pop up all over the garage.
Yeah.
So
Well, all right. I think Teresa's looking for it now. So if she finds it, guys, she'll post it on our Facebook, so you guys can check it out. We
And
just
the
got a
neat
few
thing
minutes
about it-
left. Yeah.
we only used 4 cats within the commercial.
Yeah.
But what they did is they wanted one of the cats to sit next to the actress and basically look oblivious as to what's going on. That one, we have a boy that does a really good job of looking oblivious. And then they wanted a boy
I'm
that
glad
would
he's not
jump.
your natural son. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Then they wanted a boy that would jump. And the cinnamon boy that won agility a couple years ago loves to jump for stuff. And then they wanted them just basically all over the place. So the way we were able to get them to work is I had a cat treat, piece of freeze-dried chicken that I dropped down onto the cinnamon boy was on the floor, and I dropped a piece of freeze-dried chicken onto the top of a box, which he would jump up to. And every time he knew that I was dropping it, he'd jump. So they videoed that a bunch of times. And then
Okay,
to get them to actually wander around on the cabinets that they wanted them to do, we sprinkled freeze-dried chicken all over the place. So
Sounds
what
amazing.
you'll see them wandering around. What they're really doing is looking for freeze-dried chicken. On each
You
corner
just
of
let the cat
driveway.
secret out of the bag, Pete. You just let the cat secret out of the bag. Hey, congratulations. That's cool. And these cats are beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm partial to all cats. As I said, I have a community cat outside named Baxter. We have One-Eyed Mort, and we have a senior cat named Mikey, and then my 2 clowns here, Rusty and Casey. So we're getting to wrap up the show, but I do want to talk a little bit about pet first aid. And then I'm going, as your licensed bartender, my kitty cocktail is saluting. Sorry, Pete. It's kind of a Mother's Day salute. It's called the Pink Meowy Mama Martini for 2. So if Beth, if you're nice, Pete, Beth might share it with you.
Yummy.
But guys, we do have openings for our next Zoom live interactive class. It is going to be on Tuesday, May 25th from 5 to 8 o'clock Central Time. If you go to that Pet First Aid for You, it gives you all the details. I am so happy that we teach this veterinary approved class with real cats. And we have now drawn people all over the world, South Africa, Egypt, Germany, Central, South America, Canada, and all over the United States. So if you have a group of people that want me to give a class, it's 3 hours, reach out to me and we will make it happen. So I'm just very fortunate. I have a real cat, a couple of cats, and we do have a dog cat class coming up Sunday, May 23rd. So don't let a zip code or a time zone be a barrier. I'm going to teach you one of the most important gifts, and that's how to save your cat's life. So they're not like dogs. They're not going around going, well, I don't feel good. They're like, I'm hiding or I'm hissing. So we teach you a little cat wrangling handling. So what do you guys think? Lauren and Emily and Pete and Beth? Cat first aid, it's almost as unheard of as feline agility. Both are
Yes.
growing.
Very
Yes.
important.
Yeah, as important, that's right. So before we finish, we got a few minutes left and I don't want to spill this drink. We are now at the point, right? Am I right, Kathy? We're going to create the pink Meowy Mama. It's a martini for two, guys. I want you to raise a glass for all cool cat mamas everywhere. And you know, I'm a punster. Happy Meowers Day. Oh, that was almost as bad as my Cinco de Mayo taco joke, right? But it's an easy one to make and it's a nice looking drink. So what I've done is I've gotten my cocktail shaker full of ice and I have my beautiful breakable martini glass that I have been keeping out of Casey and Rusty's way. Now, I really recommend that you put ice and water in a martini glass whenever you're making a martini because that cold makes it even better. So you've got your martini glass. What you do first, though, is to drop this. You want to do a 3/4 cup of pink grapefruit juice. Ladies, this one only has 5 calories. All right, so I got that one. So I'm doing 3/4 cups. And then you want to add an ounce of vodka, which is a 4 count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You then you got to give it a good shake. I have to put all my bartending stuff out of pause reach. That's why I break away in the right. So make sure that you're doing a nice James Bond, really good shaken, not stirred. And look at the frothiness of the glass. You're not done. You want to then add some sparkling water. We recommend about 1/2 cup. So we're going to do that. I know my count, so I'm doing my count. And you do it. Let me add a little bit more of the pink grapefruit. All right. Then you want to strain it into a chilled martini glass. Here comes the beauty. And just for
why are
snacks,
you saying it's for 2?
because I only have 1 glass, but you can make it for 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to then adorn it with a nice wedge of pink grapefruit and to give a little bite to it. Whoop, there goes my pink grapefruit. I want to be able to put a little thyme in it. So at this time, let us all raise a glass. It doesn't have to be this cocktail. It can be a glass of water. But on behalf of Pete and Beth, the CFA, the Humana Rescue Alliance, mutt cats, purebred cats, cats in the States, cats all over the world. Happy Cat Mom's Day on Sunday, but let us all toast to all cats for making us better people. Cheers, kitties.
Cats.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make one of these for my wife, Julie, so I have to make a second one. I only had 1 glass out here. So this is a good way to celebrate Cat Mom's Day, but do not let your cat have the alcohol. Okay. So what do you guys think of the drink?
I really want to try that.
All right.
It looks simple, simple and
It's
quick.
simple and tasty, and you got your fruit for the day. All right, so next week, or at this time though, first, proper manners. Let us thank our special guests. We got Lauren Sracic and Emily Miller from the Humane Rescue Alliance. Check out meowdc.org. We've got Pete and Beth Deal with their cool Ocicats from North Carolina. We have my co-host, Kathy Black and Teresa Keiger. We thank the CFA for presenting Meowy Hour every week. And of course, our cool sponsor in Clover, the makers of great cat and dog supplements. Check them out at inclover.com. Next week, we're going to do an app with our guests. It's Michelle Priest and Sonia Massey, which I will not blow their names, I promise, on the air next. But their app is called Tably, Tably. And so check it out. In the meantime, have a safe Cinco de Mayo. Have a wonderful Mother's Day, Cat Mom's Day. Celebrate, guys. Every day we're vertical is a gift. And I'm toasting to my cool cats. So until next time, it's the same cat channel, same cat time. We'll see you on Meowy Hour. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.